What's up with it, y'all? It is late July. It's hot. I'm sweating. But we're going to get straight to it. So today I want to talk about complacency. I have my journal today. And one of the definitions of complacency is a state of indifferent passivity in which you find comfort and mediocrity in the status quo while you indulge your own whims and feel your passion for God fade away. If that ain't scary, I don't know what is. You find comfort in mediocrity in the status quo. You find comfort in the status quo. And this is where a lot of us are today. We have found comfort in the status quo and mediocrity and have become complacent and let our love and passion for God fade away like the wind. We have become okay with mediocrity, man. And this is why a lot of us are lukewarm. This is how you become lukewarm. You start to become complacent. This is a alarm clock, a wake-up call, a shake. I'm shaking you. It's time to get up. Fast. Pray. Wake up in the morning and pray. Cut off that social media, cut off that garbage music, cut off them garbage movies, that secular entertainment, that demonic entertainment. Some of y'all are listening to demonic hymns, worship music to Satan, talking about murder and everything else. We must not be okay with the status quo and become complacent. We cannot become complacent. Complacency is the enemy. Complacency is of the devil. Complacency will leave us in hell. Complacency will leave us at the end of our life saying, why? Why have I done this? Where did I go wrong? You went wrong when you followed the crowd. You went wrong when you didn't look to God. You looked to man for your answers, for your happiness. You went wrong when you followed happiness over praising the Lord, over fulfillment. You went wrong when you look to the earth, when you looked on social media and saw them, looked at the likes, the comments, and said, I want that. I want that more than I want God. I want that more than I want to sacrifice. I want that more than I want Christ. That's where you went wrong. We must not become complacent and mediocre. Our passion has faded away and we don't even notice. A lot of us don't even notice until it's too late. A lot of us notice when the passion is gone. When you look up, you're like, dang, I don't even pray no more. I don't even fast no more. I don't even talk to God. I don't know the last time I talked to God. I don't know the last time he talked to me. I don't know the last time I had a word of knowledge or a spiritual insight. When is the last time that happened? Dang. Then you get to thinking like, dang, my passion for God has faded away. And it will if you follow in the crowd. And it will if you doing what you quote unquote supposed to do. What everybody else around you is doing. It will fade away. And you will be like everybody else. You will be on your way to hell. And I'm going to keep saying this. I know a lot of people don't want me to talk about hell. I'm sure a lot of people click off when they hear the words hell because nobody want to think about their damnation. Nobody want to think about that, you know. But I'm going to keep bringing it up because the word of God is real and it endures forever. So he wrote that in the beginning, and it's still relevant today. He wrote where we were going if we disobeyed him in the beginning. In the beginning was the word. He wrote that in the beginning, and it's still relevant today. We think we finna go to God, Lord, but look, but remember back in the day. Remember the past. Remember the times we was cool. Remember when I was praying, I was fasting, I was in your word. Depart, I never knew you. Depart, you worker of lawlessness. Depart, you wicked servant. We think we finna change his mind because we crying. He sent the angels to hell. We're a little lower than the angels. What do you think he'll do to us? Fallen angels. He sent them, and they're waiting on their destruction. We're a little lower than the angels. What is going to happen to us? There's hierarchies. And if we don't obey, if we become complacent and go with the status quo, go with the status quo of the culture, we will end up where the culture will end up. We'll end up in hell. We will end up not even in hell, the literal place. We might have salvation, but we'll end up in hell on earth. Our lives will be miserable because we're following the passions of the world. And it's so hard not to have passion for the things of the world. I'll admit it. I'm a human. I have a human brain like everybody else. So I see things and I'm like, bro, this seems, this does something to my brain. This seems enjoyable. This seems like something worth pursuing, but it's not. It's not. We can be easily hijacked. Our brains, our minds can be hijacked if we're not careful. If we aren't vigilant of our minds, they can be tossed to and fro with the winds and with people's goals for us. If we're not careful and considerate and diligent of what we put our attention to. I used to think, bro, these people with millions of followers, they got all these followers, all this fame, all this attention, and they must be doing something right. They got all this money, they must be doing something right. I'm broke. Bro, I used to think that. And then I realized that means little to nothing. And I think about their souls and their mindset. A lot of people who have that status, that money, they are lost. They are unfulfilled. Their souls are empty. They may be rich in the physical, but their souls are homeless. They're poor. You talk to them, you see them, you look them in the eyes, you see their demon eyes. They're fighting with so many different demons. They are, and you're like, wow. Wow. The first will be last. Man. I don't want to demonize money in any way, because money is a defense and it is a blessing if you got it right and you use it right. But there is a man that makes himself rich yet is miserable. There's a man who makes himself rich yet is poor, and a man who makes himself poor yet has great riches. Who are you going to be? Because it's about the mindset more than anything. It's about the mentality. It's about our relationship with God, because these things, the status, and all that means nothing. And that's what a lot of us are complacent for. We become obsessed with the status quo. We become obsessed with what the world wants us to become obsessed with. And that's the things of the world. It was never about the money. We never came here for the cash. There's something that cannot fulfill. There's a God-shaped hole that only He can fill. And no amount of money, no amount of status, no amount of fame, no amount of influence will fulfill it. Will fill that void and that hole. And when you are focused on what everybody else is focused on, you will become complacent. You will feel your passion for God fade away. Wake up. Hey, y'all. I hope y'all have a great day. I hope y'all take care. I hope y'all become diligent on what you pay attention to. All right, man. Peace out.